From my experience, I will be quite direct. Developers, engineers, they don't care about reliability or security. They are more measured on features and how fast they can get out a new feature into production. So, and nowadays with platform engineering teams, are they responsible for security, reliability to be more like the enablers for other engineering teams?
This is going to be a really interesting conversation, and we can take it in multiple directions. I want to say that platform teams are responsible for two major things. One is the reliability of that platform, but also
Mm.
enabling application teams to leverage that platform for the business. Okay. There is this shared responsibility model that is needed to be in place. One that describes how the platform team will be responsible for the well-being of that platform for the organization and all of the application teams, right? And then one that says, hey, how are the application teams the owners of their specific domain? Okay. We have to make sure that this differentiation and clarity is crystal clear, because it's not like you own A, I own B, the platform team owns this, and the application team owns that. There's also an intersection point where there is an overlap and the collaboration is needed. So I'll give you some examples to make it more tactical and
Mhm.
real. Any code related to the platform as a whole, it's owned by the platform team. But then there's some specific code sections and features and services that are put on top of the platform, and that is basically domain specific. In that case, the application teams own that part of the code. And this is
Yeah.
very relevant because, for example, when there is an incident, who's going to be responsible for that incident? Is it the platform team or is it the application team? And just having
Mm.
that clarity of those boundaries where one team plays versus the other is very critical. I'll give you another example. Platform specific SLOs. How do you measure the availability of your platform? Is it 5 nines, 4 nines, 3 nines of the platform? Well, that's a platform team. But
Yeah.
then there's going to be some domain specific indicators like SLIs. For example, for a financial institution, you might want to know your error rate on a loan or a credit card approval. That is not part of the platform engineering team. That's part of the actual application team because that's domain specific. Is part of the credit card process or the loan process, and it's part of
Mm.
a specific service or feature that is supporting that effort, right? So I think the responsibility model, the shared responsibility model, is something that these organizations that are planning to invest in engineering of the platform need to have very, very clear. Because if you
Yeah.
don't have it, there's an impact for the company. And most companies are thinking like, well, we're going to have an impact on uptime. Well, it's not about that. It's about enabling velocity, trust, business growth. At the end of the day, if your business doesn't close on that loan or doesn't approve that credit card, you're
Mm.
losing revenue. You're not growing as a business. Before, DevOps teams were very much focusing on the technical aspect of it. Whereas now platform engineers are saying, hey, this is the shared responsibility model. If we don't do this part of reliability, guess what? You're going to have an impact on potentially these critical services for the organization. So it's an interesting new paradigm. Most companies are trying to get there, but I will say that shared responsibility model is the one that is going to help be an enabler.